News for people who can't stand the news.
Hello, I'm Tim Black, host of the Tim Black at Night show, airing every night live at timblacktv.com. I encourage you, I invite you to come on over and join the live show tonight. Do you know about what's happening in Flint, Michigan? Let me explain it to you in a way so you can easily get this. Okay. Once upon a time, Flint, Michigan got its water from Detroit. Detroit gets its water from the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes are fresh water. Someone had a bright idea. Let's get our water from this old crappy river up the street. The old crappy river up the street has salt water. Salt water eats pipes, particularly lead pipes. Now, there's nothing wrong with using salt water as long as you treat the salt water to get rid of the salt. Because if you don't and you run salt water through a pipe of lead, lead is going to get into the water. And when you cut on the faucet, the water that you drink will get into your bloodstream and make you sick. Children are the number one people that will be affected by water that is corrosive. Michigan did not give a shit. Flint did not give a shit, and now we have 10 dead people murdered by the actions of its own government. Now, it's one thing for Toyota to not fix its damn accelerators and kill 89 people. They're a company. They don't have an ethical, well, they do have an ethical responsibility, but companies by and large don't give too much of a two shits about people. Your city government should be different. So, Rick Snyder, who doesn't seem broken up about this at all, is the bastard at the helm, governor of Michigan, who did not make sure that the water was treated so they would not cause the pipes to bleed lead into your children. Now, just a little bit more background on what types of illnesses this causes besides death: depression, anxiety, memory loss, vision loss, hair loss, probably cancer. We really don't know. I mean, anything. Just throw it up in the air and see what happens. Something bad. Nothing good is going to come from lead being in your system, because you're a human being, and you know what? Lead is not a mineral that should be in your body at any level, especially if you're a child. So no one really knows what the real effects of this clusterfuck will be. So President Obama declared a state of emergency just Saturday, saying, hey, let's look into it and see if we can lock some people up. Lock them up. Lock them up. You know, if this guy, Rick Snyder, the governor, if he ran down the street, opened fire, and started shooting 10 people, his ass would be in jail, wouldn't he? Well, that's what he did. He shot them, not with bullets, but with lead water. His ass should go to jail. I agree with Michael Moore. I agree with Sandra Bernhard. I agree with Cher. So there's been a lot of focus on this because the Democratic debates, Hillary and Bernie Sanders talked about it briefly, which is great. People are bringing attention to it. They need to bring attention to it. You will not sweep this under the rug. Bottom line, people are being affected. The National Guard has come down to Flint. They're giving out water. They're giving out filters. But come on, just imagine you can't drink the water. Just imagine the water that's coming through the pipes of your house could kill you. The anxiety, the stress from living under that situation. This has been going on since 2014. They stopped using the water back in 2015. They have seen, look. And before I let you go, let me tell you this. Because I don't know if you're pissed off enough or not, but let me add this. If they wanted to, they could have avoided all this hassle if they just would have treated the water with a corrosive or anti-corrosive agent. Guess how much that anti-corrosive agent would have cost them a day to treat the water? $100. That's right. $100 would have prevented at least 90% of the problems that they're having. That's an estimate, but it's a damn good estimate. So let's say it's 80%. That's still damn good, isn't it? $100. The people of Flint, Michigan aren't worth $100 a day. I'm not saying that. You're not saying that. That's what Rick Snyder is saying. I'm Tim Black. Go to jail, Mr. Snyder. Don't pass bail. Go to jail.